Now, Theresa May has been criticised for not going on the BBC's television election debate. But, as she said about Jeremy Corbyn, instead of going on television, he should be paying attention to Brexit negotiations. That's what I'm doing. And that would be a valid argument. If Jeremy Corbyn was going on television to commentate on a snooker quarter-final, or appear in an episode of The Chase, or because he'd found an old bust of Harold Wilson and John McDonnell said, go on the Antiques Roadshow, I reckon we can get 60 quid for it, or because he was going to sit on a settee in his pants on Babe Station XXX channel. But he was going on the television to debate why he should be a Prime Minister during an election in which he's trying to become Prime Minister, which suggests Theresa May must be furious with whoever it was who unnecessarily called this election, which is such a distraction from paying attention to Brexit negotiations, which is what she wants to do. If she could get her hands on whoever did that. On Sunday, she'll see that Jeremy Hunt is on the Andrew Marr show talking about the election, and she'll run down to the studio and grab hold of him and go, "What are you doing? You should be at home paying attention to Brexit negotiations like what I'm doing." I'm sorry, Andrew. I wonder if she thinks everybody should be paying attention to Brexit negotiations. If she sees a dust cart, she'll just run up the road and go, "Stop collecting rubbish! Go home and pay attention to Brexit negotiations like what I'm doing." Presumably, she didn't even watch the debate, as that would have taken up valuable time that she needs for memorising regional figures for beetroot production, so she doesn't get caught out by wily Italians who'd say, "Ha, she doesn't even know about them because she wasted 2 hours watching television." In any case, as Damien Green explained when asked why she didn't turn up, she does take a lot of questions from the public, so that explains it. She can't take questions from the public and go on the television. Who's she supposed to be? Wonder Woman? Luckily, pretty much all the members of the public that she has taken questions from during this election have been journalists, because she hasn't had time to meet members of the public from minority groups, such as people who aren't journalists. Sometimes she meets as many as 12 members of the public all at once, all of which are stood round her in a perfect circle holding up Conservative Party placards, because she's obviously wandered into a random street where members of the public have gone, "God blimey, there's a Prime Minister and no mistake," and they've stood round her, surrounding her, clapping her and laughing at a very funny joke about Jeremy Corbyn being naked before going back to work to drive a forklift truck. In any case, whenever you're applying for a job, whether it's through an election or in a normal job interview, it's very important to make a good first impression by not turning up. I bet there are government leaflets that are handed out to the unemployed that advise, when you are asked to attend an interview, it is very important that you stand out as a candidate by not turning up. When they eventually contact you to ask why you weren't there, affect an air that says, "I've got better things to do with me time than spend it with you, you wankers," and the job will be as good as yours. Now, to make the democratic process fair, the leaders who did waste time going on television should be allowed to choose a television programme that Theresa May has to go on. And I'd vote for Geordie Shore, so that she had to get a fake tan and a tattoo of a winged horse across her back and sit on a chair going, "I can't believe it, Leek, because Boris was snogging Nathan and Chloe right in front of me, Leek. Leek, oh my God, Leek, well, I was trying to pay attention to Brexit negotiations, Leek." Or she can thrill us with announcements like the one she made this week, where she said, "I have said many times in the past, the British people can have faith in me because I have faith in them." This is so refreshing to hear a politician say that the reason that we can have faith in them is because they have faith in us. We're sick of politicians saying the British people can have faith in me because I think they're scum. I've done the same thing myself. I've written to the England football manager, Gareth Southgate, to say that he can have faith in me because I've got faith in him. And now, by law, he's got to play me up front instead of Harry Kane. But her comment shows why she hasn't got time to appear on television. She's asking for more than our vote. She's asking for our faith. We're not electing a new Prime Minister, we're electing a new God. The only thing Theresa May needs to be careful of if she keeps making statements like this is she'll end up having to slap her own dementia tax on herself. So she sent Amber Rudd to debate in her place, which must mean that Amber has ADHD, so she might as well go on television, as she can't sit still long enough to pay attention to Brexit negotiations. But Amber did make her own very, very important points to Jeremy Corbyn during the debate, that the real economy is not like Monopoly, where you have the green money to pay for the electricity and the yellow money to pay for the gasworks. Now, this goes to show how fascinating it is that there are so many variations on the way we play Monopoly. Some of us play by going round the board, acquiring properties, and some of us play by setting everything up and then just buying the utilities with different coloured money. So in the Rudd household, they go, who's got the yellow money? Auntie Phyllis. Oh, I'll buy the gasworks. There you are, you've won. And then they pack everything away, leaving the rest of Christmas to spend valuable time paying attention to Brexit negotiations, like the rest of the public that her party loves so much.